Today's date is Wednesday, April 6, 2022, and the Easter holiday is right around the corner, Sunday, April 17th. That's why it makes sense that the number one bestseller in books today is an Easter book, How to Catch the Easter Bunny from Adam Wallace. Of course, we can take a look at Google Trends and we can see that throughout the year, it's pretty flat when you're talking about a search for the term Easter book. But you can see the trend rises as we get closer to the actual holiday itself, starting in February through March as we head into April. And of course, Google Trends is going to show us this trend every single year. Now, did this one book change Adam Wallace's life? If you were to take a look at Adam Wallace, the author's profile over on Amazon, you could see he has an entire series of how to catch a leprechaun, how to catch a mermaid, how to catch a unicorn, how to catch a dinosaur. I'm not sure which one of these books was first. That's not really the point. The point of this video is to understand that this book, while it's not an independently published book or a KDP book, it is still a book that is number one in the bestsellers in all of books currently on Amazon. Which, if you go to TCK Publishing and you look at the BSR to sales calculator for the number one BSR rank, the current best-selling book on Amazon at number one sells roughly 5,351 books a day. Obviously, that's pretty easy to calculate. If you have a $1 royalty, that's $5,351 a day. A $2 royalty, when you sell 5,351 books a day, is $10,702 in one day. So did this one book change Adam Wallace's life? And more importantly, if we were to keep scrolling, are there other books that we could use, specifically when we talk about creating medium or low or no content books in this listing? Let's take a look at number 5, Atomic Habits. Obviously, Atomic Habits, this is another book, just like Adam Wallace's book. This is a book by James Clear that is a quote unquote real book. But when you scroll down, it gets very interesting. When you get to the frequently bought together products, sometimes you'll see books here that are bought together and specifically for Atomic Habits. What I'm thinking here is a journal or a habit tracker. Go down to products related to this item and check out this workbook for James Clear's Atomic Habits, the step-to-step guide to turning your goals into reality is a paperback book, and it is by Companion Works. That means this is a companion workbook for the book written by James Clear's Atomic Habits. As you scroll through this book, you can take a look at what is inside of this book. When you get to the table of contents, you'll see what's inside the book to get a better idea about what this book is about. But the concept here is it's a paperback book, and it is a book that wasn't written by James Clear, but a book that was created by an author to help supplement the work of James Clear. Back to the Amazon's bestsellers list, because again, typically that's not the type of book we create. Even the workbook is not the type of book that we create. But let's just continue to scroll through here to see if we can get some ideas before we go back to this idea of creating books like the ones we create, for example, habit trackers. As we scroll down, we'll see a book here that is currently number 30, Burn After Writing. This is a paperback book. It sells for $6.99. This is in the price range of the types of books that we can create. Of course, we can go higher, we can go lower, depending on the number of pages. But let's take a look inside of this book. As you scroll through and you understand what's inside this book, you take a look and you look at the welcome to the book of you. As adults, we learn to focus on representing ourselves in a manner pleasing to others. It's time to leave that behind you for a minute. Take some time out, grab a coffee, and indulge yourself with Burn After Writing by Lamplight. Then it goes into what is burn after writing, and there are a few short paragraphs to describe what is going to happen in the book, and a few more short paragraphs, and then you'll see that basically all this book is writing prompts for you to record your earliest memories, describe your childhood, people in history that you admire, and then it goes into more prompts or fill in the blanks with things like answer these questions. Who was your first friend? Who was your first love? What was your first job? What was your first car? And as you can see back on the bestsellers list, you can see that the publisher is Penguin Publishing Group for that book. It was published in 2020. It's 160 pages. Again, it's a paperback book, the same type of book that we can create, that we do create and sell as an independent publisher using Amazon KDP. Check out the current BSR for this book. Again, it's ranked number 30 out of all the books on Amazon. If we were to go back to the TCK Publishing BSR to sales calculator, a BSR rank of 30 gets us to 1,255 sales per day. Again, easy to calculate how much money you're going to make per day off this book if you sell this book, or you make a royalty of $1 every time you sell this book. But what if you made $1.25 and you sold 1,255 copies? That would be $1,568.75 every day. As long as your book maintained this ranking, I would be willing to say that this one book, if you were to publish it and get it to number 30, would change your life. Let's circle back around to bestseller number 5, Atomic Habits. Go up to the search bar and type in Habit Tracker and simply select, again, the type of book that we typically talk about creating here on the channel. But the idea as a self publisher is to expand your horizons. But again, let's pull back into the idea of a habit tracker journal. One of 48 of over 2,000 results for Habit Tracker Journal, and then we'll see all the different types of habit trackers, and we'll just scroll through and we'll take a look at exactly what we have here. And lo and behold, we come across a monthly habit tracker, simple habit tracking 2020 goal planner to log daily actions, build healthy routines, and achieve goals. This is an independently published book that was published May 11th, 2020. Currently, it has a bestsellers rank of 256,030 in all of the books on Amazon. Take that back over to the TCK Publishing BSR to sales calculator. That BSR rank gets you about 1 sale per day, and that's about 19 or 20 sales per month. So back to this monthly habit tracker, you can see how simple this book is. Even at a glance of the front cover and the back cover, and then simply when you take a look inside, you can see simply it is a habit tracker. This the type of thing that you can easily download for free or easily create yourself in PowerPoint or Canva or Google Docs, Google Slides. You can see nothing seriously complicated about this whatsoever, to include the front and the back cover. When you look at them, it's literally just the interior of the book on the back and the front cover, explaining that this is a monthly habit tracker. It sells for $6.99. And if we would take that information over to the Amazon KDP calculator, we can see the book type of paperback, black and white interior with white paper, 110 pages, sold on Amazon, list price of $6.99, gives us that magic $2 royalty that we were just looking at earlier, which makes us about $38.38 every month. So clearly you're thinking that this one book did not change your life. But what if this one book with a collection of the other books that you're going to create was to change your life? And really, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about building a self-publishing business. So let's take a look at what Hawkstone Press, the author of this book, has created in addition to this one monthly habit tracker. And to do that, we'll go over to BookBolt and we'll use the BookBolt seller research function. We'll put in Hawkstone Press and we'll press search. And here you can see that Hawkstone Press has a total of 87 books with an average BSR of 6 million, with their lowest price book being $3.99, with the highest price being $8.99, with the average price $6.16, which is about what they charge for their habit tracker that sells a book every single day. But check this out. Along with the habit tracker that you see here second, they also have a fashion sketchbook with a BSR of 60,556. And if you continue on, you can see that they have more types of books. And of course, some of these books sell based upon the BSR better than others. But the idea is they have taken time to create a book such as the monthly habit tracker that sells every single day. And then they've taken the time to increase their chances of selling more books by creating additional books that are going to sell once or twice a day or a few times a month. So back to the Amazon bestsellers list, our most popular products based on sales, which is updated hourly. Take a look at this and really think to yourself, what is it you're creating? Why are you creating it? Who are you creating it for? And could a book that you sell on Amazon, a book that you create, a simple book, a real book for a real person that you create that they like, they enjoy, and they recommend to others that come and buy your book, could that one book really change your life? And if you'd like to see a book or a category of books that I really think that could change your life if you take the time to create a really good one, go ahead and click on the video you see on the screen right now. I look forward to seeing you in that video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.